table, and everyone's arriving home. Say, isn't Mother Nature? Isn't Mother Nature? Isn't Mother Nature wonderful?
Morocco is a country centered on a range of mountains called the Middle and High Atlas. They rise dramatically from Morocco's northern plains and are one of the country's main sources of water. Morocco's mountain range also include the Rif and the Anti-Atlas mountains. They begin way off to the east in Tunisia, then crossing neighbouring Algeria, sweeping right down the length of Morocco to the edge of the Great Sahara. I just spent 2 hours on a white knuckle ride through the Tizentast. It was certainly worth the view, but boy is it cold. From this vantage point, the views are certainly spectacular. You get a sense of the whole country spread out just beneath your feet. The Tizentast Pass is one of the only ways through these mountains. The roads up here are pretty good, about 5 mules wide. But from my angle, the road was never wide enough. In the midst of this inhospitable landscape lives one of the world's most hospitable tribes, the Berbers of the High Atlas. They live scattered throughout these ranges in small, often isolated villages. A short nip down to the corner shop in this part of the world can be a 5-hour walk. We're just driving up the mountain and picking up a few scenic shots along the way, and we bumped into this gentleman here, Hussein, who was wandering down the mountain, and Baba, our guide, got chatting and found out he'd been to do the shopping. What are these for?
This is price for the first is for tea. We take the hot water and sugar and the tea. It's good for some if you have problem in the body. And the second, this is with coffee. And this is with soup.
With soup?
Yes, yes. If you have some problem in intestine problem.
Intestine problem?
Yeah.
And what else does he have in his bag?
And you have, I think, what is this is oil.
Oil?
Yes.
What kind of oil?
It's from village. This is for his family. And you have ashad al-amas. Yes, zit. And olive.
Olive oil?
Yes. And you have, this is denwa.
Walnuts?
Yes. And small bottle or honey. Yeah.
Coca-Cola honey?
Yes, Coca-Cola honey.
Hussein has to now walk 32 kilometres back to his village, and I suppose it's the price you pay for living in such an isolated area. It's been a 5-hour journey to get here, and there's still a long climb ahead. We're in Imlil, the highest market town in the mountains. Even here, in this remote village, the old world meets the new. You can stop to watch the traditional Berber craftsmen at work, or walk a few paces up the road to send an email back home. The craftsman carves completely from memory, with symbols taught to him by his father. Islam was introduced to the Berbers in the 7th century, and these symbols are a blend of both Berber and Islamic motifs. Tenacious traders from other parts of North Africa have always come here, one of whom I was about to discover firsthand.
Thank you.
My name is Mohammed. Nice to meet you.
Barry, how are you?
We have good things. Look, this is Berber Jori.
What is this?
This is Amber.
They would wear this for?
Yeah,
Is this for?
For women.
For women?
Yes. To have the marriage.
Oh, for marriage.
Marriage. It take it with Berber clothes and la dance. He dance. Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
And this?
This is Behand Fatima. This is for good luck. Behand Fatima is for good luck. It's very good.
And this one?
This one, it's, excuse me, this is boxes. Look. Boxes with
Yes.
bracelet. Look.
Wow.
Look. Boxes with bracelet. Look. This is come from High Atlas. Mother country.
Handmade.
Handmade, yes. Mother country.
Silver.
Silver, yes. This is Tuareg knife, not Berber knife.
Right.
It's Tuareg, look.
And the skin?
Yeah, and skin, yeah. It's Tuareg knife.
And how long would it take to make something like this?
This may be 2 months.
2 months.
2 months, yes.
The unique colours and designs of Berber carpets are amazingly rich and varied.
How are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine, very well.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. With the space, yeah. Soft.
Local carpet store owner Hussein is more than happy to show me his wares. Of course, a mint tea made it easier for me to decide which one I couldn't live without.
This is a big size. So this is a machine one. This is a cheaper. Yeah, this is a long one. 300 dirham, but this one is by a machine.
Maybe I had one too many mint teas, or maybe I was dazzled by all the colours. But Hussein convinced me that I just made a once-in-a-lifetime investment. But really, I think I've just been Berbered. The highest mountain in North Africa is Mount Toubkal. It's usually cloaked in cloud and rises 4,165 metres above sea level and attracts some serious trekkers. They come to scale the steep mule tracks and take in the incredible scenery. Perched on a rocky outcrop overlooking the Imlil Valley is the Bazaar de Toubkal, where you experience traditional Berber hospitality at its best. The Bazaar de Toubkal is nestled beneath the spectacular peak of its namesake. Its unique location is a magnet for travellers from all over the world. This will be our home for the next week. It has to be one of the most enchanting destinations on the planet. At the gates of the Kasbah, builders are using handsaws to fashion beams from a tree. The Kasbah employs the ever-helpful locals to run what is really a spectacular eco-friendly lodge. It's hard to imagine now, but the Bazaar de Toubkal lay in ruins for many years. This all changed when the British travel company Discovery and a villager, Maurice, supervised local craftsmen to restore the Kasbah to its former glory. Only traditional methods and materials were used, and everything had to be brought up by mule. Today, Maurice is the Kasbah's general manager. Maurice, could you tell me what is the philosophy behind Bazaar de Toubkal?
ذكرنا نكوني إن واش كركلنا حاجتي قالنا صالح البلاد يسهل دربي قيس يعاونا قيس لا شونس أنا تاني غلوكرنا غنكوني غنسكرغي غنسقاغي رقيس تيلي الناس جام ديالنا باش غنكوني أشكرني رين غير نكوني أنا ربحي قارن نكوني ودرنا سوق قارن باش تنرب إلا درنا غنفضلو اللي غايش بلاد نديرنا.
The food and accommodation is first rate. You also have the satisfaction of knowing that the profits from the business go to supporting the surrounding villages. As well as providing local employment, in recent years they've purchased an ambulance and built a traditional hammam or bathhouse. Prior to completion, the Kasbah was cleverly disguised as a Tibetan monastery for Martin Scorsese's visually stunning film, Kundun. All the elements are here: the dramatic landscape, the snow-capped peaks, plus the good-natured Berbers who made enthusiastic extras. But I'm not just here for the views. I want to experience traditional Berber life up close. First, I have to get a little further up.